We've been talking about angels all week long, so I figured why not go to this page and really get it together. And when I was studying earlier, I got to question 62, and I was stuck because I started looking around. I know what an olive is. I love olives. It's one of my favorite. What would I call that? Tree grows to actually eat. Yeah, a tree grow. What do you know about that? A tree grow. That's one of my favorite tree grows to eat. A olive. So my thing is, they have this thing in United States fashion sense, or the modern world sense of fashion. They call women olive olive shade skin tone. You could have an olive shade skin tone. Now, the whole thing about that is that if you understand olives any grade, or just go look them up, do you know the difference? Do you know why olives are green? Do you know why certain olives are green with the red that red insert? Do you know why that happens? That's what happens when an olive is plucked too early. That's an unripe olive. Do you know how the olives look when they're ripe? So this is not like a special thing with certain olives. No, all olives are like this. Like when they first grow, they're green. But when they ripen, they're brown. Some of them are actually jet black, like literally jet black. The color black, they are black. Now, um, if they're saying olive tone and olive shade, what are you trying to look like an unripe olive? That doesn't even make sense. And then if you are trying to look like an unripened olive, I've never seen a green human being. I've seen green comic book characters, Hawk Smash, but I've never seen a green human being. So, when you look, the whole point of why I bring this up is because when you look up olive tone, it doesn't show you people who look like olives. They'll be in there, but they make it seem like, oh, that's a just part of the shade of it. No, what if they're the ripe olive tone people? What they show you is people who look like modern day Middle Eastern people, modern day people from you would have the people from the Levant, people from Saudi Arabia area, Israel area, Palestine area, Israel, quote unquote, after 1948. That's really mandatory Palestine. But anyway, when you see the people or the tone that they're saying, it's like a pale tone. It looks like somebody who is amalgamated. Like their mother is European, but they might have the Moorish father, or the more that's how it looks. Like skin kind of tan, hair curly, but you could tell somebody was a Moor. They have Moorish bloodline. They call that olive, which I don't understand. I mean, what are they trying to say? Like I noticed this too. When they show you a picture of a woman that says, "Oh, this is the perfect olive tone," it's a woman who's like pale with green eyes, and I'm like, are they trying to say that? Are they going by her eyes to say that she's olive? Then it gets real weird because when you look around through it, they keep trying to make it seem like it's explainable. Like you could actually be olive, and oh, the tints of green that's in their skin. Nobody's tinted green unless they're Osiris, the corn god. Oh, the tinted gray in there. Nobody's tinted gray unless they're, who was that? The Thing from the old comic book version when he was like just gray stone. You can't be this stuff. What are y'all doing? Nobody's light. Nobody's gray. So nobody's green, nobody's gray. So what does olive skin really mean? Because when we go into this, it says, who were Adam and Eve? They were the mother and fathers of humanity, of the human family, Asiatics and Muslims. Where did they go? They went to Asia. What is the modern name of their children? Asiatics. So all you Bible bumpers, all you Bible thumpers that say, hey, Adam and Eve was the first people. All you other religious people, or people that base scientific research of your mind off of biblical reference, all those who say they come from Adam and Eve, you're Asiatics. If Adam and Eve were the first and they went to Asia, we're all Asiatics. See how that works? See how that works? We're all Asiatics. Even people in Africa are Asiatics. See how that works? Who is guarding the holy city of Mecca today to keep the unbelievers away? Angels. Okay. 61. This is an important question. 61 because that's 7. What is the modern name for those angels? Asiatics. So see how that happened? See what just happened right here? 61. He put you back into who you are. The angels. You Asiatics. Now why is that important? What is the shade of their skin? Olive. We already went through that. Well, and it should be parentheses brown to dark brown to medium brown, because there ain't no such thing as no olive that's green unless it's unripe, and who would pluck that to do anything with it? 63. Are the Moorish Americans any relation to those aliens? Yes, we all have the same father and mother. Boom. Father and mother. Asiatics and angels. So what does that mean, people, about angels? If we have the same mother and fathers as angels, what does that mean about these things? What does it mean about these beings? Are they really angelic, invisible, robe dressed, halo wearing, save you when you're in your deceitful mode stuff? Are they really that, or are they just certain forms of people? Let's keep reading. 64. Give 5 names that are given to the descendants of Adam and Eve: Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, beast. Now watch the 5 names, right? That also can get rectified if you understand what the 5 titles are. That also can get rectified if you understand what the 5 points of light is. And they have nothing to do with this. This is all lower self. This is all lower self stuff. Lucifer, Satan, lower self. Lucifer, Satan, lower self. Devil, the deviator, dragon. Well, I kind of like dragon because it deals with the mother. But what they're talking about is the Draco, the dragon, the one who goes against, the one that eats the blood of the young and the people. The dragon, the Dracula. Yeah. And the beast. Everybody know who the damn beast is. That's that stupid one that always can't keep talking. Look how it works. Look how it works. Descendants of Adam and beast, lower self. See how that works? Shoot. I know how to read like Kemet. Everything isn't spelled out just through the words. It's ways that this thing makes sense without having to do that. Like this. The beast is lower self. Okay, anyway. Lower self. Lucifer, Satan. What is the devil sometimes called? The lower self. Devil. Lower self. Lucifer, Satan, devil, dragon, beast. So it's all the same. How many selves are there? 2. 66. And then 67. Name them. Higher self, lower self. 68. What people represent the higher self? The angels who protect the holy city of Mecca. Right? Noble Drew Ali also told y'all their Mecca will be Chicago. So, but then, and you're going to get carried away because stuff happened to him during his time in Chicago and Detroit, where he made prophecy, oral statement number 32, where he prophesied the destruction of both of them places, Detroit and Chicago, for what they have done to your prophet. So they're cursed right now. It was Mecca, but it's cursed. So take it how you want it. But the prophet did it. Don't blame the messenger. 69. What people represent the lower self? Those who were cast out of this holy city. Remember how we said it's cursed? So I wonder who got cast out. The ones that did something to the prophet. Didn't everybody go and set up in Detroit after Chicago? Mecca is Chicago, the holy city, but they set everything up in Detroit. That's why both of them had to get the darn prophecy of being destroyed. What people represent the lower self? Those who were cast out of the holy city, and those who accept their teaching. So watch this, guys. There's a certain people right around today that do not teach in Chicago. They used to be based in Chicago, but then they moved and started their their rebranded organization in Detroit. Do you know who I'm speaking of? Do you know who I'm saying? Because people who accept their teachings, you represent the lower self. Any of their teachings is lower self. These people, the ones who left the holy city, which was Chicago at the time, and went to Detroit. Who the hell started their organization in Detroit 1930 with 120,000 members? How do you do that? How do you start with 120,000? NOI, the Nation of Islam, started out as the lost found Nation of Islam under Fard Muhammad, who they were calling a law. People do understand this. Let me get through this before we go into that. Holy City, who accept their teachings. So put a pin in 69. What is the higher self? The higher self is the mother. Let's repeat that. What is the higher self? The higher self is the mother, homie. So I thought Noble Drew Ali wasn't a matriarch or wasn't bringing back the matriarch. It says 7D, 7, infinity behind it. 7 infinity means what is higher self? The higher self is the mother of all of the virtues and the harmonies. The higher self is the mother of the virtues and the harmonies of life and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right or alt. So this is the mother. Higher self is your mother. The mother. Not yours. The mother. Capital M on that. Thank you, Prophet. Look at how the mother combines with justice and mercy, which is the pillar of Boaz. Do you understand that? Do you understand what the Prophet is showing you? The pillar of Boaz represents your higher self in Masonic Lodge. Prophet took all the covers off of that, so I don't know why y'all still stuck in that. 71. Can the higher self pass away? No. Can't the mother of justice and mercy can never pass away. Ever. Why? Because it is a law in man. Do you understand now? Do you understand? Your higher self, the mother, is a law in man. Do you know what that means? That means a law is feminine. A law is the feminine principle of everything created. The mother of virtues and harmonies of life and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right or ought. A law is no man by far. A law is no woman by far. A law is the mother. The mother. Okay? What does the lower self breed? Okay? Hatred, slander, lewdness, murderers, theft, and everything that harms. Okay? What did the higher self say to the lower self at one time when he met him? Where are you going, Satan? Lower self. Lower self. Lucifer, Satan. Where are you going, Satan? Meaning he was talking to himself. Meaning the mother in him, the feminine aspect in him. No, let's do it right. The subconscious aspect of him that he forgot about after he turned like 3 years old and started watching cartoons. That subconscious part of you, that mother, that all consciousness, that super consciousness, that's the mother. Satan is the lower self, and it's all the ignorance of your mind, all the thing that makes you want to hate people, slander people, act lewd to people, harm people, steal shit, and want to kill people. Where you going, Satan? I mean, ego. What you up to? What was the answer the lower self gave to the higher self? One of the funniest answers. I'm going to and fro the earth seeking whom I may devour. Understand? We already talked about how the higher self is a beast energy, right? So what this energy wants to do is, go around the world and seek who he may devour. And, the devouring is only going to be your spiritual mind or your higher self. Now, you can't devour it, but your connection to it. It'll have you out here in the dunya, out here in material world, out here trying to get the bag. But like Mo Neek said, like Mother Neek said, like Mo Neek, like Morris Neek said, she said, I think we lost our integrity chasing a bag. Ain't nobody hear that though. 76. He has finished his task of devouring? Has he finished his task of devouring? Yes. So meaning anybody who's in a lower self, you've been devoured. And it's already been done. It's already been something that was already set forth before time even concurred. When was his time declared out? When he nailed Jesus to the cross. Do you understand what's happening here? Do you understand what's happening? Meaning, after the winter solstice and the sun rises back from the crux constellation and everything gets to rebirth in the nature, all the plants get to regrow again, all the people who was doing a Ramadan and then stayed healthy throughout the winter, they get a spring forth in full health. All the dirt is about to be ready to plant for the spring harvest. Understand the science of these equinoxes and these solstices. Has nothing to do with some invisible crap. Let me show you circles. Let me show you Jesus nailed on the cross. That's Jesus on the cross right there. That's Jesus, perfected man, on the cross, the four quadrants of earth, or the four elements of earth right there. This is the square and compass right here. It's circled with the mother's energy, and then it's squared with the masculine principle of the mother, and then the son in the middle is born. This is the G. That's the L. That's the young L. You know what I mean? The circle around him is his mother. You know? The actual bars that you see are her masculine expression. Woman is unseen. Her powers is unseen. So when she manifests them, it becomes the masculine principle. Understand how to break down this book. Understand that, please. We did the count. Who did that? Yeah. Shout out to Yusef Mutadi. This dude's son, man, super conscious. He broke down the front cover, and it means 777, or how to do 711. Like when you add this 7 to this, it becomes 11. So this is either 777, Noble Drew Ali, 7. These letters add up to 43. So 777, or 43-7. Then 7 plus this is it comes out to 4. So when you add the divinely prepared by the prophet noble, the noble prophet, that's 33 letters. So 33 is the Masonic code to let people know things. That's unthawed water, so you get to let the knowledge out. So from the 7 of divinity, there was a 33 awakening to let Drew Ali speak. Now understand, this has nothing to do with your modern day Freemasonry. This is cosmic. It's cosmic. You can't break 33 degrees. Cosmically, you don't know. You don't understand yet. You got to get up there. Understand how to read the zodiac. Understand how to read the zodiac, and understand the zodiac constitution by the CMB. Another Moor that was he was a master. What did he call himself? He called himself the Moorish Master Mason of 360 degrees. I gotta get his book again. I don't want to mess him up, but yeah, he was on it. So anyway, another divine masterpiece by the prophet, by your prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Everything was coded, just so you didn't have to go through the crap. What are the last words Jesus uttered? It is finished. Prophecies. The last prophet in these days is Noble Drew Ali, who prepared divinely, who was prepared divinely in due time by Allah. Remember Allah, the mother, to redeem men from their sinful ways and to warn them of the great wrath which is sure to come upon the earth. Please pay attention to this. John the Baptist was the forerunner of Jesus in those days to warn and stir up the nation. I'll come back like a storm. And prepare them to receive the divine creed, which was to be taught by Jesus. So John the Baptist prepared the people as the forerunner of Jesus for Jesus to come. Now watch how this works. In these modern days, there came a forerunner of Jesus. A forerunner of Jesus. In these modern days, there came a forerunner of Jesus, who was divinely prepared by the great God Allah, or the Mother, and his name is Marcus Garvey, who did teach and warn the nations of the earth to prepare to meet the coming prophet, who was to bring the true and divine creed of Islam, and his name is Noble Drew Ali. And the everlasting gospel to the sons of men, that every nation shall and must worship under their own vine and fig tree, who had a company called the Fig Tree that dealt with healing. Somebody had a company named the Fig Tree that dealt with healing. That man gave props to Noble Drew Ali. Do you know that? Do you know that Dr. Sebi knew about Noble Drew Ali and said that Noble Drew Ali was one of the people who brought us all the healing because he brought the herbs. He brought the medicine because he brought the tonics. He brought the medicine because he had the roots. And these fools, these dark-skinned people, sit up here and say that he's a fake. Well, then how come Sebi, who really went to court, really took 77 people as witnesses to court, why did he name his business the Fig Tree? And why did he say in the interview on the radio that Noble Drew Ali was the man? He bought it. He bought his medicine. He bought his everything. That's what he said. The prophet, he was on it. The prophet was on it. He bought us everything. He bought the herbs. He bought the medicine. He was a healer. He was losing it when they asked that man about the prophet, like he wouldn't know. Rest in peace, man. Peace be upon Mr. Fig Tree and Dr. Sebi, the actual true embodiment of Imhotep on this earth, and rest in power, or just travel safely in power as prophet, because I'm pretty sure he good. He good where he done went. And guess what? Dr. Sebi with him. Dr. Sebi is right with him. That energy is with this energy. Do you understand that? You got to understand that. This is one form of Yeshua or Jesus or the Savior. That's another form. He brought the same thing he brought. Y'all never get it, man. Y'all will never get this. Well, vine and fig tree to return to their own and be one with their father, God, Allah, their fat her